I'm Jody Goldberg. We're here in the heart of Wall Street at Delmonico's, what's known as the first fine dining restaurant in the United States, where some of America's most prestigious figures have dined. Delmonico's, situated in the bustling city just steps away from the New York Stock Exchange, holding nearly 175 years of history and widely known as the restaurant that changed New York dining forever.
When the Delmonico's brothers came here from Switzerland, their intention was to create a small shop, but they also had a greater vision to turn this shop into a restaurant, which was prevalent in Europe but was unheard of in the United States.
Today, Delmonico's is recognized for many of its firsts, including the first restaurant to have a menu, tablecloths, and offer a wine list.
They also brought in many unheard of luxuries to the United States. For example, private dining rooms. They were the first restaurant to allow women to gather. They also brought in a lot of cuisine that you would see in Europe, but not available in the United States. So they really were the ones that introduced Americans to haute cuisine, so to speak.
Some would even classify this gem as an historical landmark, one that served patrons delectable foods for over a century. But as far as secrets go, Chef William Olivas says it's about the quality of the meat that keeps people coming back.
We try and have a little bit more of a relationship with the farmer, with the guy who's raising the animal, and we can follow that animal all the way through to it comes into our door, which gives us a pretty unique program, and I think our meat stands up to some of the best meat in the country.
And Delmonico's is the site for satisfaction where such culinary classics as Eggs Benedict and Baked Alaska were created, and they're still on the menu today. But the restaurant's culinary identity centers around the house special known as the Delmonico steak.
The Delmonico steak is why people come here. We go through about easily on an average week about 1,000 steaks a week. If you start with a good product, you don't need to mess around with it too much.
And Olivas says when it comes to the menu, it's not about changing history, but rather adding on to it and making it better.
We keep the menu very seasonal. The menu is a constant evolution. The menu is constantly changing, and we try and use as much local stuff as we can. Long Island, Boston, New England, all from around, which I don't think you're going to find many steakhouses doing.
We consider it such a very, very special place. When you leave here, we want you to feel as if you've made history as well.
For Your Life 360, I'm Jody Goldberg.